Anthony Hartwig here with a Jackson Milton Girls Basketball Coach's Corner, joined by Jeff Wilson. Coach, how are we doing tonight? Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Doing well, Anthony. Thank you for having us.
You're one of our first basketball season previews, and we had to get you on because we missed you so much last year. We missed Jackson Milton Girls Basketball last year. So, first question, usually we start with a season preview, but obviously, unfortunately, no season season recap from last year. Obviously, no season to recap from Jackson Milton. But what I do want to ask about is the work that the girls that did want to play basketball put in last year, and then kind of did a lot of stuff to build foundations that you could build a program on. From a coaching perspective, I'm sure you've never been through a situation like this before. What was it like to see the girls that did have an investment into the program pour into it, work hard, and put the building blocks there so you could get right back to it this year?
Yeah, it meant the world to us. Last year we had 3 girls out. There were just 6 girls on the team the year before, and 4 girls had graduated. And one of our girls was a foreign exchange student from the Canary Islands, and so she had to go back. But we got permission from OSHA to practice with our 7th and 8th grade every day. So Michaela Thornhill, who's our senior this year, and Joy Moore, who is a sophomore, they came every day. And worked hard and improved their skill level, and says a lot about the kind of girls they are. And they build a rapport. And Coach Caulfield, my assistant, and I built a rapport with the junior high girls and their coaches. And so those were the building blocks. And we owe, a debt of gratitude to Coach Johns, Coach Kerr last year, the junior high coaches, for sharing the girls with us.
Like you said, now you're officially back. So I want to take the time to learn your roster, who you have coming out to the team this year, and have us have a little meet the team segment.
Yeah, our senior, Michaela Thornhill, she was with the program when I took over, and she's been doing a heck of a good job and being a leader, helping these young girls out. And then we have a couple sophomores, and then we have 10 freshmen. And the freshmen, their skill set is really good for freshmen. They're coming along, and they're really stepping up. Players like Amani Yassine and Emma Johns and Nora Schwarten, Olivia Newhard and Hannah Huziak and Gabby Kerr and others who have stepped up and, really improved in a short amount of time.
10 freshmen is a big, big class to have. And a lot of coaches would be spending a lot of time trying to get to know all these new kids and trying to feed them into, what they want to do as a coach philosophy. But you said it before, last year, you guys practiced with the 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade team. So you were with these 8th graders last year every day. You know who they are. You know what skills they bring to the table. What kind of benefit is that of a coach to bring in freshmen that you already know so well? You already kind of understand what they can and can't do. And now you don't have to start from, the building blocks with them. You can start from a different spot.
Yeah, it helps out a lot. Those names I said earlier, and then Olivia Stewart, also freshman, and then a couple new freshmen in the mix. And it meant a lot. We got to know each other on a personal level, on an athletic level. Coaches, we know their skills and can kind of build what we want to do around them, rather than coming in and, having it up in the air about what we want to do in terms of defense and things such as that. And it's a really great group of girls, great families, great parents.
As young as it is, you already mentioned a couple of times the one senior you do have in Michaela Thornhill. Obviously, a very successful athlete at Jackson Milton, has been to districts in softball, a very good softball player, knows what the standard is for success. What's it like having a senior like that to kind of lead this very young roster? Did you get that, or did we lose you?
I'm sorry, I lost you, Anthony.
No,
You're
okay.
talking about Michaela. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I was going to ask this: what it's like to have such a great senior leader who has been there, who has been successful in other sports, knows what it takes to be a successful athlete. What kind of a benefit is it to have that kind of a leader with a very young roster?
It's immeasurable. Being a varsity player in softball and volleyball is priceless. She knows what varsity sports is all about. And the young kids have really come a long way. We've just been going a little over a week. We had our first scrimmages, and very impressed with their energy. We got a couple freshmen who, Nora Schwarten was a regional finalist for cross country. Emma Johns played varsity volleyball. So, we're getting some players who've been through the varsity ringer a little bit, and that's rubbing off on the other girls.
Let's talk about the schedule that you guys have in front of you. We'll start with your MVAC Scarlet Tier League, and we know that MVAC is very, very hard with Springfield, McDonald, Western Reserve in there, Middle Ridge, a young and up-and-coming volleyball team, Lowville, et cetera, et cetera. What do you like out of the league this year? What's it mean to you to finally be a part of it and to put your team out there against these teams?
Yeah, Springfield making it as far as they did last year is no joke, and Middle Ridge has some experience and a really good group of ninth graders. So they'll be up there. Western Reserve obviously is always good, and our rival. So yeah, I mean, those games are going to be extremely important. They will find out very quickly what it takes to achieve in that league, in our league, and it'll be great competition.
What are some non-conference games that also pop up on your schedule that you're just excited about, that you're excited to test your team with, and you can't wait to get out there with them?
Yeah, we open with Columbiana. They're always a good program with Coach Crimson. And also to pop up, a team like Cardinal, who was in the same situation we were last year. Amongst others, we have a home and away with Heartland Christian, Leetonia. So some new phases to maybe a Jackson Milton schedule, but we just got to prepare and be ready for every game, and that's my job to get them ready. And they already have the work ethic, so I feel pretty good about our chances.
You still have a couple of weeks until that first game, but I'm wondering from your perspective, after everything that you went through last year, I know it was probably hard for you as a coach to not have varsity games every week. What's game one going to feel like for you when you're seeing the teams warm up and you're back in that atmosphere, and there's nothing like high school basketball inside of a court?
Yeah, I haven't coached a game in besides summer league this year, in about a year and a half, and that was playing Canton McKinley, where I was before here, and that was an eye opener there, and they're really good, and it's just excitement. This will feel like the tournament to me is, just putting my coaching hat on. I almost lost my voice Saturday because I'm not used to it. And so I'm getting that back. But, it's really, really exciting. My assistant coach, Coach Caulfield, stuck by us all last year and this year. And, we could not be more excited.
Let's talk about the whole staff, whether it be the 7th and 8th grade coaches, your assistant coach, the people that are behind the scenes that are helping you make this Jackson Milton program what it is. Want to give you the chance to give them a shout out as well.
Yeah, sure. My assistant coach at the high school level is Madison Caulfield. So this is her second year with us. We got a couple new junior high coaches with Adam Hawley and Mike Sheely. And then Mike Johns, who's been with the program for a few years now, is going to volunteer at the junior high level. But it's the whole community, it's the whole district that I couldn't ask for a better situation to be in. Starts at the top with Mr. Baker and our board, and Mr. Begg, our principal, and Coach Fishtorn, our athletic director, and everyone else that the other sports coaches are just so helpful and sharing athletes. And so it is a group effort. It's a family atmosphere here, and my family and I, we love it.
Yeah, I loved how much passion you had from Jackson Milton from the start, and how much you just promoted your program. And what I want to ask you before we let you go is just what was so important about that for you, making sure that as a coach, you're not only there every day, you're not only doing the things with the team, but you're also promoting it. I mean, you post a lot about this team. You're passionate about this team and this community, and you've been that way since the day you took the job. So what was so important for you about being able to do that?
A couple of reasons. If you're going to do a job, you got to do it to the best of your ability, or don't do it. My family and I are residents of North Jackson, so it's personal to me. This is where my son goes to school. It's where my daughter will go to school and be graduates from. So, the fact that it's personal to me too is extremely important. These folks gave me a chance, and I want to make the best of it and really give back and put the best product we can on the floor, and also be something to help out kids' lives in whatever way I can.
We're excited for basketball season, Coach. Why don't you give a shout out to the Blue Jay fans when the first time they can come see you guys is, when your first game is, and when they can come see you.
Yeah, November 27th at home against the Columbiana Clippers, and we'll be excited and ready.
Officially start the countdown. Here we go.
That's right.
November 27th.
3 weeks. 3 weeks today.
3 weeks to the dot, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. We'll look forward to that. We can't wait to see you out there, and we can't wait to talk to you real soon. Thanks for joining us today.
Anthony, as always, thank you.